Hey, in today's video, we're going over what we know so far about the deferred resignation, about the offer of VERA, the Voluntary Early Retirement Authority. We'll talk about what that means. We'll talk about the RIF, the reduction in force potential. So if you're thinking about what to do about the deferred resignation, stay tuned. We're also going to talk about some of the planning ideas that you can implement during this time, coming up next. Hey, this is Mel Stubbs. I'm a financial planner with Christy Capital Management, where we're helping federal employees plan for a better retirement. If you need individualized help, go to christycapital.com and click Talk to an Advisor. And as we go through this, I know there's limited time before you must decide. And so if you need to talk one-on-one with somebody that understands your federal benefits, go to christycapital.com and click Talk to an Advisor. We are watching the website, and as requests come in to talk to us, we're going to reach out quickly because we know time is of the essence. So you have until February 6th to reply to the email to let them know if you're going to be taking the deferred resignation. I've been talking with clients, and we've come across 3 different scenarios that they're telling me. One client says that if she takes the deferred resignation, she immediately goes on administrative leave. She no longer has to go into work, into the office in any type of way through the end of September. I've talked with another client that says she's able to continue working from home until the September date, and then she can stop working. And I've talked to a third client that says with her agency, she's forced to go into the office through the end of September timeframe. So that tells me that you should check with your office and agency if you choose to take it to see what your work life will look like over the next 7 months. Now, it's our understanding that if you are retirement eligible, you could take the deferred resignation, turn in your retirement paperwork dated for September, and retire on that date. Now, this is a fluid situation where we're dealing with limited information, so it could be that our understanding turns out to be wrong. But it's our understanding that you could retire at any time. So you could, if you were going to be putting in the 7 months on administrative leave, then retire, you could stop working in February 6th and then retire at the end of September. Now, I've heard from another client that if not enough people take the deferred resignation, then they may do the RIF, which is the reduction in force, where people will just be fired. I'm sure that will be on a case-by-case basis depending on the agency that you work for. I also saw an article where OPM will grant VERA, the Voluntary Early Retirement Authority, to all agencies. So if you have already met your years of service, but not quite your MRA, you could still retire. Here are the rules for VERA. If you are a worker 50 years old or older with at least 20 years of service, or you have at least 25 years of service, no matter what age you are, you can take the Voluntary Early Retirement Authority. So looking at OPM's website, talking about VERA, it says your FERS annuity would commence on the first day of the month following your retirement. It would still use your high 3 times your number of years of credible service. You still get the same sick leave time added onto your service. There's no annuity reduction for FERS employees who retire under the VERA. And it looks like you would get your special retirement supplement from your MRA to age 62, but you won't get it until MRA. So if you're retiring prior to MRA, you won't get it until you turn MRA. Employees retiring in conjunction with the VERA must be covered under FEHB for the last 5 years. So that's a normal retirement rule. Now, there's been some talks that since right now we're under a continuing resolution and there's not a funded budget, could employees be furloughed, and would you still get paid if you chose the deferred resignation? From what I'm reading, it says that you would not be furloughed and you would continue getting paid, but who really knows? Here's what we can offer you. If you are retirement eligible, but you're not sure if you have enough money to retire financially, reach out to us at christycapital.com. We can talk with you. We can see if it's a good fit for us to work together. We can do some work for you to help determine, do you have enough? If you're not quite retirement age, would you qualify for the voluntary early retirement? We can talk with you over some of those rules to see if you would qualify for that. We can make sure to check to see if you have enough money to retire. Or if you're just not retirement eligible at all, you're not old enough to do the voluntary early out, but you still have a sizable TSP and you think that you might have to go work somewhere else. Upon separation of service, you'll have access to your TSP, and there's some planning things you can do there. So even though this is a tumultuous time with a possible job change, there is some planning that can be done to better prepare you for when you do retire. If you need help, go to christycapital.com, click Talk to an Advisor. We will reach out to you quickly. We're staying abreast of the situation, we're reading, we're paying attention to the things that are getting posted to be able to help those we work with. My name is Mel Stubbs. See you on the next video. Sorry to interrupt, but if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about your federal retirement, and there are some important decisions that have to be made at retirement, and messing those up can be catastrophic to a successful retirement. And that's why we wrote the book, Your First Federal Retirement, the 10 decisions that could make or break your retirement. All of these decisions have a lasting impact. Make sure you're thinking through each of these and you're picking the right strategy for you. Get your copy today.